You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. So apparently, Oshay Dude Jackson got scammed by someone close to him, it looks like. It's been put out there on his Gaganda channel. I haven't watched it in a long time. That he went live. And when he went live, he talked about the situation going on in the Pacific country he's in. Now the question is, who is it? Who's the person? He got scammed $20,000. That's what he said. He talked about certain things that's going on in that Pacific country he in. There's a lot of speculations that he has to be mindful and cognizant, of course, because these people move differently than here in the States. And so we know that O'Shea's been in that country for a long time. He has a few production going on. He got a plethora of people working for him. Could it be someone from the past? Is his past catching up to him? Is it something he did more likely, or someone don't like the way of the direction of his channel going and they have an issue? Did he overstay his welcome? Is the universe trying to tell him it's time to pack up and go elsewhere? He spent a lot of money in Uganda, a lot of money. A lot of money to get things from the States, to get things from Europe, to transpire it into Uganda. And so he's put a lot of money into that country, a lot of money. We know he's very successful for the most part. There's speculation he don't have bodyguards, he don't have those type of people to make sure he's good. He basically, knows certain people there, of course, probably do dealings with them. Yet somebody had it in for him. Somebody really had it in for him. And so what this goes to show you is that when you reach a certain frequency and you reach a certain situation, you got to have the right people around you. And there are some people that are going in on him in different platforms from what I'm hearing, different websites, questionable things he has done. Everything will reveal itself in due time. I got to know O'Shea in 2014. I was the one who told him about the monetization, to put on to monetize your video because it could take you to the next level. And it took him beyond the next level. And so he drifted away as time went on. He decided, to stay overseas, not stay in America. And he's been living overseas for a long time, almost a decade. Some people are saying that he should return back to America. I don't see O'Shea returning back to America. He'll probably visit in leisure time. However, he's not returning. Now, do he leave Uganda and go elsewhere? Time will tell. I will say this to O'Shea if he's listening. Hey, you better start getting them peoples around you, those type of folks that know what's going on in that country. Even though you've been there for a long time, you still, an American at the end of the day. And there's some issues probably going on in that country that I'm not aware of. I haven't talked about traveling in a long time. I will say that somebody close to you more likely scammed you. You're going to have to read the room. You're going to have to question everybody because how to get into that place and, you have to pay the police. They're not going to really put in a BP report like they do here in the States to get the person. So the next question is, why is no cameras there? That's another thing. So that means he's renting out the place he's staying at. I'm thinking that he did a deal to where he could own the property and he got money coming in, so he's not owning the property, so he's renting out this property to whoever is in charge of the property. You might have to look into that situation. And it's one of the reasons why if you're going to have property, you got to make sure you're paying the property, not rent the property. Because even in another country, renting the property, you can't do what you want to do. So there's no cameras to catch these people. So Oshay don't have no cameras in the house. No cameras, no Ring cameras, nothing. To catch these people. I know they have high-end camera technology there. He has the money to, have that type of situation. You can't just be going word for word. Or could it be somebody from America that have it in for him? You never know. You never know. Time will tell. All I can tell you is he took the videos down. He took the videos down. I don't know why people be taking videos down. They take it down. So we got bits and pieces of what we're going to listen to what people caught. And you, the people, tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about the situation. You know what I'm saying? There's some people talked about it. I said, let me weigh in on this conversation because, the man advocate, to look into Africa for the most part. However, it seemed like there's some issues going on over there where he's at. So let me do this. Let me get I wish I had the whole thing. This is why I say I'm very busy. Like, I'm seriously busy. I don't even got time to be on the internet all day. Because if I were, I would have downloaded the video. I don't watch the Kaganda channel. I don't watch his other channels like I used to. You know what I'm saying? I got too much going on with my channel and other things. Respectfully. Now, let's see here. Let's see if I find it. Because he don't really deal with too many people over here no more. He deal with people over there for the most part. It is what it is. All right. So it seemed like somebody got it. Okay, we're going to go to this channel. I'm going to have to listen to him because he has the video, it seemed like. Yeah, it's an FBA guy. He has the video. I'm not with FBA. I'm not with none of these people for the most part. I've gotten to talk to this FBA person a long time ago. He happens to talk to Oshay. So, Oshay's down with those people and stuff like that. So it seemed like he got the clip. So what I'm going to do is start it right now. Give me 1 second to see what's going on here. Because like I said, I don't be on YouTube all day to be seeing what's going on. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world. This just so happened to come on my feed. All right. So let's get to it. Let's go.
Peace, 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 and family, family, family. Man, things is hitting the fan over there on the continent. There's been arguments going back and forth between foundational Black Americans in Africa. A lot of Africans come here and they're very judgmental towards Black Americans. And we always say, well, you guys come here and you talking all this trash about Black Americans and you're going against us and you're saying disparaging things. Why couldn't you do that in your own homeland? Why couldn't you do that in your country? You come here and you saying that you're outpacing us. Well, I often say you guys are only doing things that we did first, right? You're doing things that my ancestors fought for you to be able to come here and do in the first place, right? So now when you hear these type of arguments, right? A lot of times in the Pan-African world, They're allowed to come and say whatever they want to say about us, but we can't say nothing about them back. We're not allowed to call out Africa because Black Americans, we've been taught to romanticize Africa in a lot of different ways, right? So now things are being called out, and it's being called out on multiple levels, man. And Oshay Duke Jackson, who's living in Uganda, has been there for like the last 5 years, back and forth. You know, he's finally had it up to here, and he's exposing some of the things that go on in Africa. People can't say, "Well, hey, you're a Pan-African and you're on a continent." I mean, you're not on a continent. You're in America talking trash. No, he's living on the continent. Let's look at some of the things that he had to say about his experiences and what's going on over there. Check it out.
With so much to look forward to in working with the people here in this beautiful continent, and I love it. I still do love it. But I cannot come on here and be a liar. And this is what many African countries would love for us to do. You see, what Africans, especially the ones at the top level, when they encounter Black Americans, they want us to sell Africa also. Okay, this is what they want to do. And again, at the same time, you're trying to work with Africa, promoting Africa, you're spending your money. You're investing your money. But then whenever you start to be critical of what you see here or shit that don't make sense, all right? Whenever you see that, all of a sudden, you don't know how things work in Africa. That's what they're going to tell you. Well, this is not how things are done here. See, you don't know how things work. They'll tell you by country. This is Kenya. This is Uganda. This is Ghana. This is not how things work in Africa. Okay? That's what they're going to tell you. All right? And whatever trials and tribulations that you are going through, you're having with certain people here or with these people here, you're supposed to eat it. Okay? You're supposed to kiss ass. You're supposed to be okay with every type of problem that they give you. Now, you got to understand, they don't want to deal with your problems at all. They don't deal with your problems in America. When they come to the United States, they don't deal with your issues. We're going to be fair. Most Africans will stay away from Black Americans for whatever reasons, cultural stuff. So they don't want to deal with Black Americans' problems in America at all. And I can understand that. But when you're here, you got to deal with their problems. And they're going to make you deal with their problems. Okay? But you can't say nothing about it. And pay your money, give us your money, invest. And when you talk about us, make sure you market us.
I mean, there's truth to that. There's truth to that. You know what I'm saying? See, this is the reason why it's a double-edged sword, because when you speak on things, regardless of who it is, I just want to say that, regardless of who it is, they're going to attack. So we know there's sin everywhere. People love to sin throughout the world. And this is the reason why when you call out they sin, they're going to attack you, or they're going to make you know what they really feel about you. Just like when you talk about what's going on here in America with quote unquote Black folks and other ethnicities, for the most part, they're going to have an issue with that. People don't like you to call out their sin, no matter where you at in the world. So in Africa, it's a lot of sin being exposed by other Africans and men or women from America starting to see what's really going on, and you call it out. They want to make an example out of you. And the reason why he took the video down is because what it showed us is that he don't have everything situated like he's supposed to. You got to have cameras. You got to have security, man. You can't be doing things on your own. You got to start paying people to make sure you're good. That's on point. That's going to make sure they're protecting the bag. I don't know how is it that You got a lot of these guys successful on the internet, and they don't have security. The ones that I know have security, I Show Speed, Cots, and that. These young guys get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect the money man. You know what I'm saying? So there's nobody protecting the money man, O'Shea. This is not looking good. This is not looking good from a business standpoint, because you can have a lot of money. You got to have the right people around, man. You can't just be, especially when you talk about controversial stuff. Anybody would tell you that. You talk about controversial stuff and you start to get a name for yourself, man. You can't be on this. Listen, you gotta have the right type of people around to protect the money, to protect the source. You know? All right, let's continue.
To the rest of the world, as if ain't nothing wrong. And so many people who have businesses here, let's say if you're in tours, you're in consultations, you know, like I said, you're going to be a person that is going to be more okay with that because you're getting something from it. But for me, I don't have tours and don't want tours. I'd have told y'all many times, I don't like you. I don't want to see you. I'm just being myself. Not that I hate you or nothing. I just don't. I don't, because most of the pro-blacks that come to Africa, y'all are down bad. So I don't want y'all problems here. I've welcomed some of y'all before. Y'all have given me problems. I don't want to deal with you.
And there you have it. So he said that he met some people from the pro-black community came to visit him. So the question is it someone from the quote-unquote FBA? Got somebody to get his stuff? Because you got to think about this. He had a lot of people coming to his place on the Kaganda channel from different parts of the states. Could it be somebody that is close to the people he close to, paid them off to get certain things? Because it's not adding up. Who did he invite? Who did he invite? Because he seemed like he's frustrated with the FBA. Did he invite a lot of FBA folks there and they wasn't moving correctly? They got some women, they paid them off, paid off certain people in Uganda to get personal information, $25,000 in equipment. You can't just be inviting everybody to your place, man. You can't be inviting everybody to your place because people, man, they see you got more stuff than them. They gone through it and then they see, oh, they like this. Damn, this guy really doing better than me. And they'd be like all fake love with you. However, it's like, hopefully he learned from this because you can't just be having everybody around you, man. People don't like when you got certain things that they can't get and you have it. So the red flag is starting to show right now. Let's continue.
I'm okay watching mountains and doing whatever the hell I'm doing without you being there. Okay? However, this is a narrative. So let's get back to the Dr. Ericana thing. You literally will get scammed here in Africa. You will lose your money in Africa. And don't nobody care about your experience. At the same time, why they marketing to you? All you're going to get is sorry about that. That's all they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you nothing else. I'm sorry. Jeremiah Kasimba, go sit on it. Okay? That's all they're going to tell you is I'm sorry. Nothing else. You risk your stuff. Ain't no protections for your ass over here. For the most part. They want you to take the risk. Come over here. Come do this. Now, to be fair, I'm going to say this. Uganda never really says that. So, but most countries are even inviting y'all over there. Now they trying to even take you over to Burkina Faso where your ass don't have no level of a chance to really do nothing over there. Even if you were to get residency, who that cares about you takes you to Burkina Faso? Tell me one person. It's almost like this. Listen, I'm going to take you to a dangerous place that just had a military coup, and I'm going to get you residency there. Okay? Now, I could take you to my home country, which is Zimbabwe, and that would be better. But let me take you to a place that you have francophone issues. You speak French. It's dangerous. The country, the president.
Right now, he's speaking about the corruption, and he's going to get off into how things go with the police. How if you have an issue in the police,
when you get into the political stuff, that's when you are treading muddy waters. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the political stuff overseas, you treading muddy waters. It's one thing to get into the political stuff here, and you got to be mindful and cognizant for the most part. Over there, now you playing a whole different level, Oshay. Yeah, we getting somewhere now. Now we're starting to see they made their presence known. They gave him a warning because they know who he is. And he started to really talk about what's really going on there. They're like, look, we got some people for you behind. So this stuff, man, whoo, this stuff is getting interesting. Let's go.
they're going to charge you to come. When they want to solve your problem, they're going to charge you. There's no checks and balances there. Anything can happen to you there. Nobody cares, right? So he's really exposing what goes on and why you have so many Africans fleeing Africa to come to America, only to come here. And not all of them, because I don't want to take a crap on all Africans, because all Africans ain't bad. But some of them, they come over here and they start talking crap.
Has 18 assassination attempts. Tell me what kind of person even positions that to you and love you and care about you. What kind of person that care about you even tell you some shit like that? What kind of person that care about you would even mention that? What kind of person that want the best for you even think like that? As a person who care about black people, you're supposed to tell them, no, that's not a good idea. Let's take them. If we're going to ask them to go someplace, why don't we give them a safer place? Can we go get a deal with Rwanda? Can we go to even Zimbabwe, where Dr. Ericana is from? Can we go there?
Here we go.
No, because a person that care about you, that's just going to show you don't care about your ass.
Here we go.
A person that care about you would never recommend that. Would never recommend that. You would never recommend a place for a person that just had a military coup and tell me that you love them, that those group of people in the diaspora. You cannot tell me you love them. If they black Americans, if they're in the black diaspora, black British, and you know that the West want this man out of here, and as soon as they get him out of here, they gonna renege on everything that man has done, including your ass.
Ooh. Yeah. He was saying a lot of things that they did not want out there. Somebody sent him a message. Somebody got somebody close to him to send him a message. Wow. Let's continue.
And you tell me that you're going to get black Americans and the black diaspora, they're going to invest in businesses and all that. That could be null and void. It could be. Why would you give him that risk? And you got all kind of stuff going on there. You got Boko Haram and all kind of jihadist groups there in the country. So you tell me who loves you acting like that. You tell me who care about you acting like that. You tell me that. And then if you call that out, somehow I'm a CIA agent. Somehow I'm a problem. And that's Africa for you. That's how they work. That's what happens. Somehow somebody's the problem because they don't want to shut up while you do your damn BS.
It seemed like Oshay is getting caught in the middle of something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's caught in the middle of something and he's lashing out on the situation. It's very obvious. I'm wondering why the chat's so quiet today. I'm wondering why the chat's so quiet. So a lot of people monitoring and they're not saying anything in the chat. People don't want to come in the chat to hear this. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's go.
Somehow, when you say something that don't make sense, you're the problem. You're operative. Oh, because you don't want to get somebody to get their ass scammed or lose their money. Because when you lose your money and get scammed, they're gonna protect all those people who got scammed. Go to the police here. You something happened to you. Let me tell you this.
Uh-oh.
Somebody stole a laptop from me. And this is not just for me. This is almost for all African countries. Somebody stole a laptop in my house. Okay. So we had to make a police report.
Watch this, y'all.
Okay. You had to pick up, this is the truth. The police came here with a dog that smelled like yesterday's death sandwich. I swear to God, to 30 white folks. It was terrible. They came in here in the house. They looked around. They asked, well, where the fingerprints at? Or something like that. This dog was old as shit. Had all kind of sheddings all over my floor.
Ooh.
I mean, it smelled like 1976 in there.
Ooh.
You had to pay these guys to come out.
Of course.
Under the table. Then, for them to go back to their office, you had to give them some more money.
Yep.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Imagine this. Something happened to you in Burkina Faso. Your cell phone, your shit gets stolen. You know what's going to happen to you? They ain't going to tell you that when they're trying to get your money. You're going to be trying to explain to a police officer on your phone in French how they stole your stuff, and he going to say, oh, that's going to cost you about $50.
Wow.
You're going to be like, what? Yeah, $50. Mm-hmm. Then you're going to file a report.
Now, hold on. Now, and I want y'all to understand something so nobody can try to run interference. Oshay is in Africa. He's on the continent, and he's been living there. He's employed Africans, right, on his staff. He has the Kinganda channel. He has the Pan-African Dating Show channel. He has the Oshay Duke Jackson channel. And he's been doing this all while living in Uganda. I talk to the brother every day on the phone, and he tells me things that he don't say on air about things that happens there. Now,
so that means he only talks to George Macon and LAR movement. Nobody else is talking to Oshay Duke Jackson. A lot of people have removed themselves from Oshay Duke Jackson for the most part. Nobody keeps in contact with him. I know he has SPK Fitness from what I know. He got the guy from Russia that works for him. He got the people in that particular part of Africa working for him. So he don't have too many people he talked to. So George Macon talked to him every day. So he's not going to say what he knows, of course. He's not going to put it out there because it's private conversation. So let's listen. Pay attention.
I think Africa be a place to visit, but right now, living there, when you see so many Africans fleeing the continent, right? And when the funny thing is why I don't rock with the Pan-African stuff no more, because there's no checks and balances. You're not allowed to say nothing about anything. The minute you criticize Africa, you hate Africa. No.
Now, there is a lot of truth to a lot of people leaving Africa and they going to the Midwest, they going to the Northeast, they're in the West Coast of America, or they're in South London, or they're in Southern Italy, or they in Southern Germany, or they in Russia, Southern Russia, helping out the war with Ukraine. It's a lot of stuff going on in these various places. So while a lot of people, they're trying to get a lot of people, particularly so-called Black Americans, to invest, it seems like there's a lot of issues going on over there. for the most part. Anyway, let's continue.
Criticize Africa because I love Africa. I want them to do better. How can you come here and have smoke for us when we're the minority group and over there you're the majority, right? And all the resources is under your feet. And you like to talk about the government, W supremacy, and what these groups are doing. But every time I turn around, y'all can't wait to go get a white woman. Y'all can't wait to go get a W man or W.
I'm not going to get into who wants to get with who. That's their decision. If they want to get with somebody of another ethnicity, I don't see the issue with that when your boy Tariq Nasheed is dealing with another ethnicity, respectfully. You know, you got New Broke dealing with another ethnicity, respectfully. In her house, by the way, amongst other people. So getting with someone of another ethnicity is not the issue. It's what the person is doing we got to focus on. Because you could be with the woman of your own and still got problems. Or the woman got problems, or the man got problems. We got to stop it with this. You got to get with this. If you get with this person, you FBA. No. All this, it's all gibberish. I don't deal with these letter peoples for the most part because it's all a scam. In particular, you know, talking about I'm Pan-African, I'm this, I'm that. You know, it's all a scam. Scam. And Oshay got scammed by someone close to him or the people he's talking about. Let's continue.
Right? I don't see you coming here trying to build strong, a lot of you when you get here and you get some money, trying to build strong African-looking families and unifying with blacks here. You come here and say, well, we squandered all our opportunities. Well, when I turn around, you guys are not creating the opportunities there on the continent. But let's listen to more what Oshay is saying.
That's going to cost some more money. And the whole time you waiting for justice, they'll get to you when they get ready. When they get ready. That's how I work here. When they get ready. So then if you say something about what I'm talking about right now, you the problem. No, ain't nobody the problem. Y'all the problem. Because when I woke up this morning, I had all my damn senses. I see it for what it is.
Uh-oh.
And when somebody want to change it for what it is, you got a problem with it. No. Y'all not going to be asking us to come and invest in this continent and y'all get to keep y'all BS going. No. We're going to expose that. It need to be out there.
Uh-oh.
No. We're not going to no, we're going to tell it like it is. We're going to tell it like it is. And if you don't want me here, send me back. But as long as I'm black, I'm going to tell it like it is. Not how.
If he says, if you don't want him there, send him back. Where are you going to go back to, Oshay? Because you don't want to come back to America. You don't want to come back to America. It's obvious. You may visit here and there. You know, you talk to George, you talk to LAR movement for the most part. I mean, you probably come back and visit. You're not coming back to stay. You don't want to really deal with the people in America. However, you don't mind talking about what's going on here, and you have the right to. At the same time, it's like, you're not coming back here. So are you going to continue to tolerate the disrespect in Uganda? Or are you going to leave Uganda, go back to Poland, or go elsewhere? Because I don't see you coming back to America. People are saying he should come back. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. I already told y'all, once he got there, he put boots on the ground and he got too much investment going on there, and he somewhat invests in America for the most part. He's not coming back. He'll come back to visit. He's not coming back to stay. So it's either he's going back to Poland, he may go to another country. I don't know. I'm just observing the situation right now. Let's continue.
How you want me to tell it? I'm going to tell it like it is. And all of that little dusty shit y'all niggas be doing out here, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. Because if I can save somebody money from getting scammed out here, all you got to do, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it every single time. I done been through it with all kind of people here, especially in the private sector, lying, scamming, scheming. And I got something for one guy. I'm about to ruin his career, his entire career, right here on this YouTube channel.
Uh-oh.
Since you want to play with me, I got beat for about $20,000.
Wow.
But
Now wait a minute. He's saying he got beat for 20K. Now I know this story because he's told me this story, right? And there's so many different stories that he's had since he's been there. And I told him, I said, listen, you have to treat Africa the same way Africans do when they come here. You're out there to make money. You're not out there to make too many friends and all that kind of stuff, because they see you as an American and they see you as a dollar sign, unfortunately.
Now, that is true what he's saying. You're not out there to make friends. You're out there to make money. You can't have everybody around you. That's the downfall of Oshay if he continues to have too many people around him. I just talked about that. So this guy is correct. Macon's correct. Like I said, I'm not with the FBA. I'm not with none of those folks for the most part. I'm not with these little groups because they have a lot of things that I don't agree with. However, he's right. Oshay have too many people in that house, man. You can't have everybody in your place of business, man. Living there, staying there 24/7. Man, you gotta move differently when you're successful and you're rich. You gotta move differently. You should be moving differently before you become rich. I'm gonna talk about that. If we get the likes to a certain amount of likes, and I see people really digging this conversation, I'm gonna talk about what you gotta do before you become rich. How you doing, Bridget? I'm gonna talk about this because a lot of you're not used to preparing yourself to have certain things in set motion before you become rich. You know, you just can't do what the average person do. When you become rich, let me give you one analysis. When you become rich, I mean filthy rich, you can't be around too many people. You got to have that small circle that you gather with, and they approve themselves to be trustworthy. Oh, shit, you got too many people in your pockets, man. You got too many people in your pockets. You don't have a cert core, like 2 to 3 people that should be only have access just in case something happens. You cannot have 50, 100 people into your account. Dude, that's not how it goes. You come from the West Coast, man. You come from Sacramento. You gotta learn the ropes, man. That's a man. When you got money coming in, not everybody should be knowing what's going on in your pockets, man. Don't prove nothing to these folks, man. They're not worth proving. They don't have the vision. They don't have the working holic you have, Oshay. Now you said some things that a lot of people call you out on. There's certain things, I'm not going to get into all that because at the end of the day, people already know. You know, a lot of people have an issue with you for the most part. How you say certain things, did different things, and move and back and forth, and you double-minded in certain situations, scenarios. However, man, if this happened to you, that means that you got to move differently, man. And stop doing the same thing you're doing. We got Running Up 360 and Robert in the building. Listen, double tap the like button on your way in and support the show. Support the show, y'all. Let's go.
We're the only group that's practicing Pan-Africanism. These other groups ain't practicing Pan-Africanism, family. That's us. We've been taught to romanticize Africa since, you know what I mean? I'm a big 5-0. We've been taught since I was growing up to romanticize Africa and everything about Africa for the Africans, and protesting in the street for South Africa, and identifying with Ghana and West Africa and all these different things. It's a black thing you wouldn't understand, the African medallions and all these different things, right? But we never looked at the other side of Africa, the flip side, right? We could talk all day about the W, man. But what about the corruption that goes on amongst Africans? I got a homie from Ivory Coast that told me. He said a lot of those Africans that come to America and be talking down on you guys, they already was part of the elite class in Africa, and they oppressed their own people. So now when Oshay goes out there, he's running into these elite classes they're incentivized to keep the BS going because they benefit from it while taking advantage of their own people.
Well, that's what's going on in that FBA community, Maycon. We could talk about that elite of the demons over there, rightfully so. Yet there's demons over here too that is gatekeeping from the masses of doing what they're supposed to do. So I hear what you're saying. You know, he's running into those demonic elite folks, and they want their cut, they want their pay, and he's not buying into it. So they humiliate. He's going to do a humiliation ritual right now in Africa.
We got our issues in Black America, but I don't think that nobody care about Black people more than Black Americans do. Other groups only care about themselves and their tribes. They practice hardcore tribalism, right? And they don't even see other groups that's not part of their tribe as their people. We don't operate like that. We have our issues in this system, absolutely, right? But let's keep it going on what Oshay is saying.
You're supposed to keep that under wraps. Nah, I'm from Del Paso Heights. We don't keep. Sorry about that. No, we don't do that. No. So what I'm gonna tell you is, you better be careful when you ask us to come over here. You're gonna be careful. And then if you leave, you're supposed to be silently. No. On my way out, if I have to leave, on my way out, we gonna tell it like it is. We're gonna tell it like it is on the way out. And don't let me get back to America where I'm really safe. Then I'm really gonna tell it.
Well, Oshay, if you come back to America, you say you're gonna be really safe. Well, Oshay, with all due respect, sir. With all due respect. George Macon is laughing. That's not a laugh of happiness. I'm going to leave it at that respectfully. Oshay, there's no way you're returning back to America. You are far removed, and I told you this a long time ago. You far removed from the American way. It's totally different. It will take you 5 to 10 years to adjust to what's going on here. That's like me going to where you at. It'll take me time to see what's really going on. You starting to see what's going on there. You already too deep into their ways, right? You too deep into their ways. You don't have that American fight in you like you used to. It's kind of like, okay, I go to Japan, right? Let's say, for an example, I go to Japan, and I'm there for 5 years. Within 5 years, I'm going to be more invested into Japan than I was in America. It's only making sense. You put too much money into Uganda. You're not going to leave that behind just like that and come to America and start loading. Oshay, it will take you a long time to get back into American culture or American situations. That's just what it is. Yeah, he's still in Uganda. He's been in Uganda for the past 5 years. He's lived overseas the last 10 years, running up 360. He come back over here, he's going to get sick. It's not because he can't adjust. It's just like, dude, all your resources is in Africa. You believe that the African man, the African woman work just as hard as the American black man, American black woman. You put it out there, Oshay. You put it out there. I got to keep it real. You said it yourself. We got our issues over here, just like anywhere in the world, people got their issues. What I'm saying, respectfully, man, you're not coming back here, man. You're not coming back here to stay. You'll come to visit. And that's about it. Marissa Eldridge, tell Mr. Eldridge I say hello. Mrs. Edwards, how you doing? Tell Mr. Edwards I say hello. Hello, ladies. Greetings. All right, let's continue to listen to this.
Because that's what they want. A lot of these people you see in the comment section, these scammer protectors.
He said, don't let me get back to America where I'm really safe, because I'm gonna really tell it.
Let me tell you something. Here's the issue. They left Africa for all the reasons why I'm talking about it right now. They left. Okay? They left. But you will see them same people, they don't want me to say it because they got a culture of being passive aggressive. See, passive aggressive people don't tell you how they feel. They just move. Africans get beat all the time here. They get mistreated all the time here. Okay? You can see them at the airport going to Saudi Arabia. You can see them going to Dubai. They get beat all the time.
And that's because a lot of people, Oshay, love sin. They're in sin. And when you're in sin, there are consequences to the law of your sin. There's things that go on and transpire, just like here in America, just like anywhere in the world. When people move in sin, it's going to be complications. It's going to be things happening. The thing with you is you allowing too much people in sin in your presence, Oshay. That's the truth. You dealing with entities and deities, and they cut in you different ways. You don't know who is an entity and deity. You're gonna have to start looking at the people you close to, the people you talk with, the people you share information with, because it could be used against you. I learned that dealing with this New Broke situation, Ringo Brainwaves, we learned that this individual, not only a scam artist, not only a entity, he got deity women, he's into that craft of warlock, he got witches, they destiny swapping, trying to destiny swap this time, and it's not going to work. They trying to overload their destiny swap. Oh shit, you gotta really test out everyone that works for you. Everyone. Because you never know what they practicing when they get offset. I'm just saying, these are the things people got to pay attention to. All right, let's continue.
Scammed and lose everything. Kenyans getting scammed in Kenya by other Kenyans. Ugandans getting scammed here all the time. Good people. Everybody ain't a scammer in Africa. Good people. I'm talking about this happens all the time in Africa. Good, honest people. It's a lot of good, honest people in Africa. But they don't have a culture of telling the truth when something happened to them. So they be in Belgium, Europe, Sweden. And let me tell you this. When they there, they see me calling it out and they got mad. Not because I'm telling the truth, because I'm calling it out. Why are you telling it like that? So you want me to come here and be a victim for you? Is that what y'all want? Y'all want the diaspora to come and be a victim? You're not even living in Africa right now. You living in China. No, that's how y'all keep y'all powers. You little.
So he's calling out the people that moved to another country. He said, you don't want me to call out what's going on here. However, you don't mind me spending my money, my resources, my energy into your country. And you disrespected me while you living in another country. All right, it's getting hot. Let's go.
Middlemen and gatekeepers. See, what you didn't want to tell you is that Africa is a big continent of gatekeeping and seat holding. Talking about it's so many opportunities in Africa. It is, but guess what? You got to beat gatekeepers for it. They ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you how it's not fair. They ain't gonna tell you that. How the culture of middleman and it's not fair. They ain't gonna tell you that. Gatekeeping is 100% real here.
It's all over the world. It's all over the world for the most part. There's great gatekeeping, there's evil gatekeeping. He's talking about the evil gatekeeping. All right, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
You know what they'll do? I'm gonna tell you what they'll do. You go in and want to work with a brand. Oh, why don't you come in? Let's meet up. First of all, the nigger gonna be there 2 hours late, and ain't no accountability here. Oh, they're gonna blame you for why they're late. Maybe 2 hours late. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, he'll downplay it, or she'll downplay it all the time. You will come there, you will show them your idea. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's something to think about. That's excellent. But hold on one second. Hold on one second. They're not ever telling you a committed time as to when y'all can work together. Here what they're gonna do. They're gonna steal, like the brother said, they'll steal all your stuff. You'll turn around, look on Instagram. It'll be your idea there.
Whoa. Not the Africans. Wait a minute. Not the good Africans. Not the Africans that come here and do everything the W man tell them to do. Not those Africans. Those Africans wouldn't steal your stuff, O'Shea. O'Shea, you're not telling the truth, O'Shea. The Africans? Wait a minute. I thought the African Americans, I thought the foundation of Black Americans was the problem. I thought that they were the only bad black people.
I mean, that's obvious. O'Shea's saying something that a lot of people been saying. O'Shea been saying a lot of things people been saying. And what you're saying about what's going on here, been going on. Let's continue.
You're telling us that the Africans will steal your stuff? They will take it from you? They will actually bring you in to do an interview, and when you a presentation, and when you present your presentation, the good Africans will steal your stuff. Wow. Oh, so wait a minute here. So it's not the foundational Black Americans. Oh, well, tell me more, O'Shea.
You confront them about that. What? What are you talking about? Or they just leave you on silent. Then what they go do in the background, they'll go back around and they'll tell their inner little circle, oh, don't work with that person. That person's hard to work with. That person's hard to deal with. That's how they do you. Now, here you are trying to be fair and honest, but they're not being honest and fair with you, and you spending your money. They'll tell you. I had a podcast host that was on my podcast. I don't even want to mention that nigga's name right now. He used to tell me, oh, you know what? Here's what you need to do. You need to kiss up to these people. I said, what? Come to find out, he in on it too, though.
Uh-oh.
That's another story. He in on it too.
Uh-oh. And I did not listen to this video. I did not listen to this video. Somebody he knows is in on a scam that supposedly was close to him. Ooh. My investigation skills has gotten greater and greater and greater. So for him to say it's a podcaster he did business with, it's in on a scam, been to his place, know what's going on. O'Shea, you share too much information with too much people, man. You can't do that when you're successful. Who is really in his ear? He don't have the right type of people around him, y'all. He don't have the right type of people around him. I'm going to say this again. He don't have the right type of people around him in his ear. Woo! So if they took $20,000 cash in a computer, that's worth a lot of money, because the computers in Africa, I'm going to say it respectfully, have a little bit more, it's a little bit more better. The ones in the Middle East is a little bit more better than the ones in America, because I know somebody that is from Africa personally, and he got family out there. It took a lot for him to get this specific computer into the States, because it outdo a lot of computers in the States. So he showed me it. Yeah. They got some stuff out there, y'all. So all I'm saying is, O'Shea trusts too many people, man. And he don't got the right type of people around him. Let me rewind that back again. Listen to this. Listen.
Hard to work with. That person's hard to deal with. That's how they do you. Now, here you are trying to be fair and honest. but they not being honest and fair with you, and you spending your money, they'll tell you. I had a podcast host that was on my podcast. I don't even want to mention that nigga's name right now. He used to tell me, "Oh, you know what? Here's what you need to do. You need to kiss up to these people." I said, "What?" Come to find out, he in on it too, though.
Who's the person that worked for him is in on it? Who is it, Oshay? Wow. Guys and ladies, the title speaks for itself. I was correct. I did not listen to this video. The Most High knows I didn't listen to this whole clip. I listened to a small clip. Most High might witness. He could strike me now. I listened to a small clip here and there. We're listening to this video in real time by a person he close to happened to get the clip. So I couldn't get the full clip because the video was taken down. His Uganda channel. I'm not subscribed to these channels. So, hey, woo-wee. And I heard he went in, 3 days in a row, or 3 times out of the day. I don't know if it's true. You know, he took up a lot. They be taking stuff down. You know how it goes. So, Maycon got the video. He got this video here. Let's go.
That's another story. He in on it too. Okay?
Wow.
He telling me to kiss up to the person.
Uh-oh.
Both of them on the backside. Both of them, all of them, in it together.
Uh-oh.
So this person that I'm trusting sending me over here to them, and all of them on the ends, beating me.
There it is. There's the proof. Listen, y'all got to give me credit. May the Most High strike me. I did not see this video. Y'all got to give me credit when it comes to my investigation skills. Y'all got to give me credit in the chat, y'all. That's all praise to the Most High. He gets the biggest credit of all. My investigation skills is on fleek. So someone close to him scammed him. Wow. 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 Oshay, dude, you got to have the right people around you, man. You can't take people's words serious, man, out here. They took $20,000 in the computer. The average person is making $20,000 a year. Bro, you a millionaire? You're not moving correctly, man. Wow. Listen, if we get some support, I will have a dedicated video on how to move becoming successful. If I get some support on the Cash App, if I get some support on the Super Chat, if y'all really want me to deep dive into this situation, y'all got to support the platform. Y'all got to support the platform. I have to talk about this because when I talk about it, you know, it's gonna ruffle some feathers out here. Y'all gotta support this. Y'all gotta support the platform. So, depending on how the support goes with the Cash App, the Super Chat, the Venmo, I could explain it to you better than I could tell you. Because damn. Let's rewind back a little bit.
Okay, he telling me to kiss up to the person. Both of them on the backside. Both of them, all of them, in it together.
Wow.
So this person that I'm trusting sending me over here to them, and all of them on the ends, beating me at the same time. Martian, thank you so much.
Wow.
That's how it works here. Now, this is a person that came and found me. I wasn't looking for them. And then once you go through this, you're supposed to keep it silent so the next group of y'all that come here experience I experience.
So they've been watching him for a long time, and they figure out he ain't got that much important people that would tell him to be careful with certain things. and he took the journey with these people. Man, oh man. Can't be naive these days, man. Let's continue.
That's what they want.
I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm gonna come back with part 2. But this is Africa. This is Oshay in Africa on the continent. Now he's been to Nigeria, he's been to Ghana, he's been to South Africa, he's been to Kenya, he's been to Ethiopia, he's went to Sudan, he's been in these different places.
All right, so he said it's going to be a part 2. So we'll do a part 2. We'll do a part 2 in due time. Look, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning into the show. Running Up 360, Mrs. Edwards, Bridget, Mrs. Eldridge. A lot of people came through, or a few people came through. So thank you all for tuning in to the show. Who else was in the building? Let me see. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, so Bridget, Running Up 360, Robert, Mrs. Eldridge, Mrs. Edwards, thank you all for participating in the chat. Those who are viewing in the clouds, make sure you double tap the like button, subscribe to the channel. Double tap the like button. Let's see how many likes we got. It should be over 20 likes by now. It should be more than 20 likes, of course. I mean, I should be telling people to like the video. Get the likes up before I get on out of here. Let's get the likes up to 20. That's a lot of money, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. That's a lot of money. $20,000 in computers. That's worth probably over $5,000 to $10,000. They already probably took more than that. Ooh-wee. It's crazy out here. It's a cold world wherever you at. So I'll talk about it on members only. I'll put a small snippet of it on the public platform. However, if the support come in, I'll talk about it publicly. The reason why I say I'm going to put it on members only because people are paying to watch certain content behind the scenes of what I do and stuff like that. So it all depends. I appreciate each and every one of y'all seriously, sincerely, for tuning into the show. I ain't got too much to say. I'll do a part 2 to this. We'll go back to this George Macon's channel, you know. Wow, man. I mean, Oshay has done some things that pissed off a lot of people in particular. However, it is what it is. I mean, the man did bring a lot of people together at one particular time. He did. We can't take that from him. He brought a lot of people together. He brought a lot of talent. And it just so happens that, hey, people go in certain directions. All I can say is hopefully he learned his lesson and look into what he's really getting involved in because it's not a game. That's a lot of money, y'all. You be thinking, oh, 20,000 is small. That's a lot of money, especially for a YouTuber. That's a lot of money. Some people have not ever seen 20,000 in their life, let alone 5,000, 10,000, you know, in their life, like right then in their pocket. So you got to move differently when you make a lot of money. Listen, let me say this before I go. I'll give y'all a nugget. In order to be real successful, if you learn how to move with the small amount of money you're making and dealing with people and removing certain people out, you're going to be very successful. So I gave y'all a nugget. I gave y'all analysis. You know, you can take it for what it is. I should get paid for certain information because at the end of the day, the knowledge I have and the things I see is yeah, I should get paid. Because let me tell you something. People will take your ideas, go to their platforms, and capitalize off your work. You got people that will watch you, capitalize off what you say. Never support a day in their life. Never support a day in their life. Take what you say, go to their channel, act like they came up with it, and they get. I've seen it happen. People be using the work I be doing. Some of these content creators use the work I do, the hard work I put in, use it, and they get mad super chats. That's another Destiny Swap movement. That's another Destiny Swap movement. They'll watch you every day. They won't say nothing in your chat. And you go listen to their video, and you're like, wow, really? You got folks using Ibarasi now. I'm like, wow. And I see them getting red super chats, green super chats. And I'm like, okay. That's why I don't say certain things on here, because people will use what you're doing, Destiny Swap, or project your content because they can't do material on their own. And you be like, wow, you sitting there watching, you like, y'all be good out there. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.